Shalom, friends. Have you ever considered what it truly means to go the extra mile for someone? In our daily lives, we often stop at what is expected, fulfilling only the bare minimum. But what if we went beyond? Going the extra mile isn't just an act of generosity, it is a reflection of love for God and love for our neighbors. These two commandments, emphasized by Rabbi Yeshua, serve as the cornerstone of all Torah teachings. As written in Matthew chapter 22, verses 37 through 40, Rabbi Yeshua said, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. A second, likewise, is this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. The whole Torah and the prophets depend on these two commandments." In this video, we will explore what it means to live this principle of going the extra mile through scripture, historical context, and rabbinic wisdom. Let us begin the journey of love in action. One of the most powerful illustrations of going the extra mile is found in the parable of the Good Samaritan. While not part of the Tanakh, it reflects the timeless values rooted in its teachings. Rabbi Yeshua tells the story in Luke chapter 10, verses 29 through 37. A man is attacked and left for dead on the road. Both a priest and a Levite pass by without helping. Then a Samaritan, a member of a group often despised by the Jewish community, comes along. He not only tends to the injured man's wounds, but also carries him to an inn and pays for his care. The Samaritan could have justified doing nothing, as others had, but instead, he went far beyond what was required. This story vividly demonstrates the essence of loving your neighbor. It challenges us to reflect. When we see someone in need, are we willing to extend kindness even when it is inconvenient or when we risk judgment from others? In the time of Rabbi Yeshua, the Roman Empire imposed laws that required civilians to carry soldiers' equipment for up to 1 mile, or miliaria. This practice was deeply resented, as it symbolized oppression. To manage this, people would measure and mark the distance of a mile from various points in town, ensuring they did not carry the burden a step further than required. In this context, Rabbi Yeshua's teaching in Matthew chapter 5, verse 41 was revolutionary. Whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him too. The first mile was an obligation enforced under Roman law, but the second mile, that was a choice to act in love rather than resentment. The spirit of this commandment goes beyond compliance. It underscores a deeper truth. Love transforms burdens into blessings. When we go the extra mile, we break down barriers of hostility, showing kindness in unexpected ways. This principle aligns with the Torah's command in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. "You shall not take vengeance nor bear any grudge against the children of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." By going beyond what is required, we mirror God's love, who abundantly blesses us even when we fall short. It is in this radical generosity of spirit that we fulfill the greatest commandments. The concept of going the extra mile is echoed in rabbinic teachings. The Talmud teaches in Bava Metzia, chapter 30, verse 1, that one should go beyond the letter of the law, emphasizing lifnam mishrat hadin, acting beyond what is legally required. In the Midrash Rabbah, Genesis chapter 24, verse 19, we find a story about Abraham's hospitality. When strangers appeared at his tent, he ran to greet them, offering not only water to quench their thirst, but also a lavish meal. Abraham's actions exemplify going the extra mile in loving one's neighbor. Such teachings remind us that kindness is not measured by obligation, but by the heart's willingness to give more than expected. This perspective reflects God's boundless mercy, inspiring us to emulate His love in our interactions. Going the extra mile is more than a noble act. It is a way of living out the greatest commandments, to love God and to love our neighbors. By going beyond what is expected, we reflect God's generosity and fulfill His call to love. As we've seen through the parable of the Good Samaritan, the teachings of Rabbi Yeshua, and rabbinic wisdom, this principle transcends time and culture. It challenges us to be bearers of light in a world often marked by selfishness and division. So the next time you see an opportunity to help, ask yourself, how can I go the extra mile? Remember, even small acts of love can ripple into eternal significance. As written in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 27, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in the power of your hand to do it." May we all strive to live lives that glorify God and uplift others one extra mile at a time. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more biblical insights. God bless.